I need to kind of present something about the years, because a lot of people have been talking about how the Lord may be seeing this year as 2025. And I think that that's actually a plausible thought due to the fact there is no 0 year in the Roman calendar, and that's a mistake of sorts, because they go from -1 to 1. They go from negative, like 1 BC to 1 AD and skip year 0, and thus what should be 0 is actually 1 AD, and therefore what should be 2025 is actually 2026 AD. And the Lord may have just corrected that mistake when he referenced the calendar, and thus what he's talking about when he says 2025 is actually 2026. Well, in that case, what he told Joshua Malekla was that he would come and take his church in 2025, which means that we should be expecting the rapture September 23, 24 of 2026, right? And indeed, that's a very high watch time. I think that September 23, 24 this year is super high watch, but not just for that reason, because what if the Lord actually meant what we understand to be 2026 by 2026, no World Cup 2026, right? And what he said was indeed a nod to the FIFA men's games this year that don't happen next year, they happen this year, and that was a nod to those games due to the fact he wanted to kind of hint what year he's talking about. It's this year when he said no World Cup 2026. What he meant, of course, by that was Babylon's going to fall in 2026. That's what I've presented here in a previous short. But yeah, like in that case, we should expect the rapture this year as well, due to the fact there's going to be no World Cup, because it won't be business as usual for those left behind in 2026, sometime in 2026. And that would mean that everything I've been presenting about how we're in a rapture exodus journey and process since September 23, 24 last year is true, and that process needs to end sometime this year. And of course, the Lord declares the end from the beginning. The beginning was September 23, 24, 2025, or Feast of Trumpets, and only last year was September 23 and 24 Feast of Trumpets, not this year. So this year we could look forward to a rapture either on Feast of Trumpets or September 23 and 24. So I think Feast of Trumpets, super high watch. Also, September 23, 24, super high watch.